Welcome to another edition of the Nightly Nuge. And Ted, yesterday we talked about Joe Biden, these confidential documents from the time when he was the vice president that are being found literally everywhere, including his garage where he keeps his Corvette, which is a gas-driven Corvette, by the way, but not that that matters. Ted, you were telling me yesterday that you see a bigger picture developing here. You mentioned the deep state yesterday. You think there's some connection between, all of a sudden this information's coming out anti-Biden. Tell our listeners what you're thinking is really going on here.
Well, once again, we're getting redundant to a painful level because unless we keep hammering the truth, logic, and common sense home to each other, people at work, at school, at church, in our daily lives, and ultimately to our elected employees. It boils down to the simple fact that there's not a bureaucracy that can be trusted. There's not a bureaucracy that can be trusted.
So yesterday, Ted, you were talking about that maybe it's the deep state orchestrating the demise of Joe Biden. That's what I want you to talk about.
Well, yeah. Well, even the deep state is starting to realize that they picked the wrong puppet, that this guy is so brain dead. He is so soulless. He is so inept. He is so demented that now the deep state is going, well, people are starting to catch on that this guy's a bad guy. We're going to have to get a new puppet. So they're doing everything they can. I believe that this discovery of classified documents in the possession of Joe Biden illegally, criminally, and feloniously, I believe that it was actually planted. I believe that it was orchestrated. The FBI is the enemy of law and order. The DOD is the enemy of defending America. The Department of Justice is the Department of anti-justice. And anybody wants to debate me, why don't you get your brightest star from the Michael Moore fan club? Maybe somebody like Pierce Morgan, or maybe Geraldo, or maybe Anderson Cooper. Why don't you come out and debate the goofy guitar player? Because I'll eat your family tree and spit toxic sawdust in your face. Because I got truth, logic, and common sense on my side. The deep state has nothing but lies, corruption, and criminality. And I will crush them. And I'm just a guitar player.
Well, Ted, tomorrow, I want to talk about the house where they found this. It's Joe Biden's home in Delaware.
Oh, yeah.
Where Hunter Biden resides. And
wait till I tell you how much he got for rent.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that tomorrow because our listeners, they're not going to believe this information. So tomorrow night, we're going to talk about 10% for the big guy right here on the Nightly Nuge. Ted, see you tomorrow.
My name is Ted Nugent. I'm high on truth, logic, and common sense. It's the wind beneath my golden eagle wings. God bless America.